we are headed to the square, as you might have guessed. Usually if I'm on my bike, I'm going to one of three places. I'm either going to the square, or to TW, or to the UNT area. At some point, I'd like to venture off somewhere further from home to show you how to get to those three places from other parts of Denton, like other neighborhoods. So if you'd like to see something, definitely tell me. One of these weekends when I have time, I'll maybe visit some of the northern neighborhoods or something. Usually my biggest concern going on this road at this time of day is that the sun is normally shining in my face. And that's not a problem for me, that's a problem for anybody with a windshield. Because if your windshield's a little dirty and the sun is shining on it, it's really hard to see through it. So even though I have my blinky lights and a somewhat bright shirt, someone may be so blinded they won't see me, so I just keep an ear out behind me for any approaching cars. And then sometimes I'll look behind to see if it looks like they have speed control and it doesn't look like they're gonna just run right over me or something. So, but the traffic is so slim through here that it's not usually an issue. And I have not had any close calls so far of people not being able to see, so that's good. So the reason for going to the square today is it is Twilight Tunes, and those tend to be really well attended, which means downtown parking will be harder to find. Or you'll just have to park further away. I don't know, it's honestly less stressful to just ride. What? No. Oh, this hill. How's it going? So we just did Twilight Tunes, and I'm gonna go north on Locust now. I don't usually ever go this way because frankly it's a little uncomfortable, but I also don't usually have a reason to go this way, so we'll see how it goes. Probably gonna have to take the lane until after Parkway, because that's just too narrow. It's not worth it off there to the right. It'll widen up back here. I think like after the greenhouse it gets wider. Thankfully there was a downhill, so that makes things a little less weird. All right, after these parked cars, I'm gonna get over. So this is technically not a bike lane. This is an urban shoulder. So you're not gonna see any like bike lane stuff on it, like markings or signage. A real bike lane is supposed to be wider than this. This is really close to the car lanes. As long as everyone's going the speed limit, it's really not too uncomfortable. So far I'm feeling pretty okay. I see that there's a sign up here that I'm going to have to swerve around. Luckily no cars that needed to pass me at that time, so that wasn't bad at all. So as usual, I have my blinky lights. Here's an obstacle. Whoop. I have my front blinker and my back blinker. Catch people's attention. They usually work pretty good. So up here, this urban shoulder is going to narrow. And at some point here in a second, I'm gonna go ahead and take the lane that's right next to me, because I don't want to be in the turn lane if I'm gonna go straight. That makes no sense. And that's gonna confuse everybody around me. All right, I'm gonna signal that I'm changing lanes. I usually like sort of point next to me to the ground. That's how I signal a lane change. All right, so we're in the appropriate lane for what we're doing. If this intersection makes you really nervous, you could also get off your bike and use the crosswalk and just walk across. Honestly, I don't feel any safer doing that though, because these people turning right tend to only look left. And so I've seen multiple times somebody's almost run over somebody trying to cross the road because they're just not paying attention, or they don't understand how crosswalks work or something. All right, so we're gonna stay in this lane, smack in the middle, until we get space to move over to the side a little bit. Just trying to be predictable act like I'm traffic, because I am. Y'all, it's gotten hot. Whew. All right. So, I don't usually go this way, so I'll have to figure out when I feel safe to move over. I mean, I guess I'll go for it. I just have to be really careful, because this is in the door zone, which just means if somebody opens their door suddenly, I'm going to run into it. So that's why I don't like this route. Yeah, I can get over, but it's not safe. And now I'm going to go straight in the turn lane, which is silly, but I don't know. I could take the lane if I wanted to. I'm just experimenting right now. The big thing is I'm not gonna really weave in and out of these cars. I want people to see me at all times, like the people coming from behind. So I'll stay out towards the lane a little bit. Good news is this is shady. Whew. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. I'm nearly to my destination, and fare thee well.